Box friends and Music Rhapsody members. Are you wondering why your sopranino is not sounding so great? I have a teacher that's asking me that very question. What can she do? Yours sounds better than mine does. So I heard a little bit of her playing, and the problem was the lower notes were going in the upper octave. Also, I had a request to do the key of G pentatonic, so that's what we'll talk about today. G pentatonic. First of all, when you're playing your sopranino, make sure that the notes that you're using are the same notes your children are using in their pentatonic key. So I am using sopranino as just that little free play signal for the children. I do that instead of taking a rhyme, which we often do in the ORF classroom, and put the children to the rhythm of the words. Well, little guys are not quite ready for that. They can't even play the beat yet, so that's something we don't want to do, is attach them to the rhythm of the words. But we want them to have that free exploration time. So I use this as the signal. They're at the ORF instruments. They will just love it if you will give them that free play time. And this makes it a little more musical, gives it a musical structure. But teachers, you need to think what key you're in, do the same pentatonic, look at what bars are taken out, and especially you beginner players, avoid the notes that you took those bars out. So you're only going to be playing 5 notes. Then think of your home. If we're in the key of G, maybe you want to start out on G. You certainly want to end on a G. And then when you get to those lower notes, you want them to sound lower, okay? It's kind of unnatural that all of a sudden you're going to your lower notes and if it's sounding higher. So what happens is on the lower notes, and this is what this particular teacher was struggling with, on her lower notes she was blowing too hard and it was going to the upper octave. So we're going to think in the key of G, pentatonic, so this is our low G, and of course I'm covering the back hole all the way, so low G, A, B, D, and E. And here's your high G, just this finger all by itself. So G, A, B, D, E, and here's your high G. That's just your one octave. So I always tell the kids, the lower you go, the softer you blow. And the mouth is kind of like there's an egg. It's a kind of thinking a downward, not shooting up, but a downward. So here's our low, starting on our low G, going up to our high G in our G pentatonic scale. The other thing you want to think when you're leading this free play exploration time for your children at the ORF instruments or unpitched percussion, you want to think of a rhythm so that you are playing musically. So if I'm thinking the maybe the rhythm for our Bell Horses song. That's going to make it sound more musical for you as well. Now, in the key of G, if you already can master those notes, I like to go to the higher notes. It's easier for the children to hear the higher notes. And I love to punch out that super high note, that high G, if you can get so daring at the end. So, go into the upper octave. We start down, review our low octave G, A, B, D, E, and high G. And then we're going to go to from the high G to the A, the B, the D, high E, and the high G. So this high G, and I'm cracking the thumb for that whole entire upper octave. So after I do the G, which is just the one finger open in the back, go from the G, then it's the high A. Again, we're cracked. It looks just like the low A with the thumb cracked. The A, and then here's the high B, the high D. Again, it's cracked in the back. High D, high E, and then the high G. So now we've got lots more G pentatonic notes. So starting on your low G, and I save that highest note for the very end of their improvisation. So I hope that helps. Happy toodles.